Saturday, June 3rd, about 7:15. Got packed up. That's where I camped last night. Beaker had the tent platform back there. We had a nice picnic table. So a nice little campsite. Unfortunately, we couldn't get in the cabin here. But the caretaker was sick, so it hadn't opened yet. It was supposed to be open, but yeah, caretaker was sick, so what are you gonna do? But it was still a nice area. I'll show you the cabin here, but plan for today is try and do 20 into Dalton. If I come up a little short, there's a shelter at 18. But before that, we are meeting Janet at I think 7 miles, and that's where Beaker's hopping off. So really enjoyed having him here these last few days. Awesome getting reacquainted, connected again with my cousin, and spending time out here, and had a great time. All right, so here's the cabin that we had intended to stay at last night. We knew headed in that it was closed, just because we saw on Far Out that the comments that it had been closed, or that it hadn't opened yet. It was scheduled to be open, but the caretaker was sick, and so I think they're not going to open until Sunday now. But this is where I was planning to camp last night, here on the front porch, just like a shelter. You know, just lay out my sleeping pad and sleep right there. But when I got here, there were 2 yahoos that had set up their tents on the front porch. So that did not allow anybody else to utilize this front porch. Don't be that guy. But anyway, nice front porch. And right over here is the view of the lake. Not a super view from the porch or anything, but beautiful lake down there. So cool little lake. All right, so we're crossing over I-90, the Massachusetts Turnpike. Nice little bridge crossing. It's kind of cool because they sort of tried to make it natural with the grass. I like it. Nice crossing. Okay, it keeps going. I guess we got the other lanes. All right, just made it out of the woods. Caught up with Janet. She came back out to support us, and look what she brought me. Woohoo! Coffee. So I also got an amazing resupply box from Honey Stinger. It's kind of a 25th wedding anniversary resupply box with a really, really sweet note. You guys don't get to read that, but some really cool stuff in here. Some Element, which I'm excited about. Cliff Bars, which I can't get enough of. My favorite, gummy bears, because, you know, I'm hiking with gummy bears, so I gotta have gummy bears. Energy drink, Gushers. gushers. What else is in here? Some beef jerky in here. Some ramen. Staple. Gotta have it. Love it. Good stuff. Honey Stinger, thank you so much. Love you. All right, Honey Stinger. I got it all in there. Thank you so much. It's all amazing. But especially thank you for my new bracelet. That is so cool. All right, my anniversary present. Thank you so much. Love you. All right, so we made it back to the car.
We did.
7 miles today. Nice. Well, a little over 7. I think it was actually 8 because from the place, and we cruised it, didn't we?
Yeah, and I can't walk the actual mileage of the trail. I have to go sideways and add an extra mile for every 3.
A little bit of back and forth. I mean, the
Yeah.
rocks, right?
So slippery.
So we did basically like 4 days, but 2 of those were half. 5 days, 2 of those were half days.
Yep.
What'd you think? Was it what you expected?
It was not what I expected. If anybody thinks that the Appalachian Trail is actually a trail that you can walk on, no, it is not. It's a challenge. So what Aaron and his cohort have been doing is just absolutely amazing. This is not a walk in a state park or along a Forest Service road. It's really primitive, and I never expected that anyone could connect so many random rock falls. Like somebody must have gone out and surveyed, and there's a boulder pile. Put the trail through it.
Right through there. That's where we're going. Bunch of rocks. Trail.
Perfectly nice land around it. No, avoid that. Find those rocks. And after the rocks, if there's a bog,
Let's go through it.
let's build it through the bog.
Yeah, because we need more mosquitoes in our life.
It's true. They get lonely.
So we hadn't seen each other for
18 years.
18 years. That's crazy. And we got to spend a week together out here in the woods. Great experience.
Quality time?
Quality time. It was some time. But no, Bill, thank you so much for coming out, man. I had a blast.
Thank you so much for tolerating this mountain biker pretending to backpack.
No, hey.
Like first time out, you had a lot of patience for me. You were a great teacher, and you've been an inspiration.
Well, thank you so much, and you did awesome. You did awesome. You got better every day, and it was a blast. So
I had fun.
Thank you. So none of this is possible without amazing trail support, and so Janet gave amazing trail support. I mean, like just loading me up with food, like take it. So my food bag is so heavy now, but it's with all good stuff. So thank you so much.
Oh, you bet. I am so glad to help you out. I'm so glad that you said, yeah, Bill, come along. Let's go. Trail goes that way.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm glad to help. I'm glad that you guys got to do this together, and Bill will remember this forever. How awesome and way heavier. I mean, way harder than what he imagined. And I left him off to go up the highest mountain in Connecticut, but.
We maybe didn't make the best choice of like a starting point. It was kind of jumping into the deep end of the pool, but hey, he was swimming.
All right.
Thanks again.
Have a blast.
All right, so it's time to say goodbye. I'm gonna get a little help on it this way.
Which way does the trail go?
The trail goes that way.
Let's go. No. You go.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Happy trails.
Bye. I think this is a trash collector. Yeah, there's like a culvert underneath there, and so then if there's any trash, hopefully it gets collected in here, and then you can easily pick it out. rather than have it go out here into the beaver bog. I just like saying beaver bog. All right, trail goes that way. You know what we do. Let's go. All right, I am at the iconic Cookie Lady spot. This is now Cookie Lady 2.0. The original passed away, but now we've got the Cookie Lady 2.0, and so I'm gonna grab a couple, and I just went inside to grab me a lemonade as well. Just had a couple cookies and awesome lemonade. Sat on the porch there for a little bit. Got my phone charged up a little bit as well. So really enjoyed my stay here at the iconic Cookie Lady spot. But I've got some miles to go, so I'm gonna get my feet moving, and don't really know what my plan is for this evening. Gonna check in at the next shelter, just kind of decide from there. So can't really say trail goes that way because it's down the road from here, but I can say let's go. So let's go. That was a really cool stop at the Cookie Lady's place. You know, seen that in videos a lot. But so this is Cookie Lady 2.0, the original Cookie Lady. Passed away, but she left the place to a good friend of hers. And so she is kind of carrying on the tradition. I met her son. He's the one that brought me out a lemonade and sat on the porch there and talked to me for a little bit. So real nice guy, and they're kind of carrying on the tradition of the Cookie Lady. And yeah, it's really cool. Just an iconic stop on the AT, and glad I got to experience that. But I can say it now because I'm back on trail. But trail goes that way. You know what we do. Let's go. So you might have noticed a new addition to the wardrobe here. I got my Muppet pelt on. This is my new fleece hoodie, and it's cool. It's by Senshi Designs. I got it the other day. Super lightweight. It's like 4 ounces, but it's pretty warm. It's really warm when it's worn underneath the outer layer, like my shell, my rain jacket. But I sent my big winter fleece home, but I kind of needed an active layer for days like today when it still is pretty cool. It's so wild that today is actually cool because the last 2 days were brutal hot. This is actually perfect hiking weather. I would much rather have it be cool. I can move my feet. When it's so hot like that, it's just really hard. It's really hard. But yeah, no, it feels great out here. So don't have a lot of views to show you, so kind of chatting a little bit today. Hadn't been a whole lot to show, but anyway, I'm gonna get going and see what the rest of the day brings. Afternoon update. It's 5 o'clock, and sorry, I'm gonna slow down a little bit so I can make this a little smoother. I'm kind of jarring, going downhill. Yeah, so 5 o'clock, and I've got 2.5 miles to get to the town of Dalton, Massachusetts. Dalton is one of the towns that you walk straight through. The trail basically goes straight through town. Those are always my favorite. I always think that's just, I don't know, it's just so cool to come walking into town on the trail. But plan is to camp at the very famous trail angel Tom Levardi's house. So he allows tent camping on his yard as long as you're quiet, respectful. He's got neighbors, so can't be rowdy, whatnot. And you know that ain't me. So I was actually texting with my buddy Big T. He was about 4 miles up ahead of me, and he wasn't sure what he was planning to do tonight. And I was like, I'm gonna go tent there, and if I can. And he texted back that he was gonna go over there too, and he's already checked in with Tom. Sorry, I'm just picking my route right here, and said everything is fine, and we should both be able to tent there. I just need to check in with Mr. Levardi when I get there. So happy to do that, and happy to not be rowdy and respectful on his property for sure. I love Trail Angels. So much support throughout this trip. It's just amazing how much the community gives back. And I appreciate all the support from you guys as well. All the comments, the recent new viewers who've come over to me from Taylor. Thank you so much for joining and for following along. I really appreciate it. And of course, thank you to Taylor for recommending you come over to me. All right. Yeah, this is 5, and I got a couple miles to go, and I gotta put the phone away. The trail goes that way. I'm gonna cross that little bridge. You know what we do. Let's go. I love coming out of the woods and walking straight into town. It's so cool. Yeah, the trail goes that way. See the blaze up there on the pole? Look at that house. Wow. All right. I'm gonna keep my feet moving. All right, I've got my tent set up in Tom Levardi's backyard. Big T is over there. He's downtown, or in town, eating somewhere. But got to speak with Tom for a little bit. He's been hosting hikers here in his yard for 40 some years. But he is located basically on the Appalachian Trail, because the trail goes this way. And this is his house. So I'm gonna go into town, and he gave me lots of good suggestions for food, so I'll show it to you when I get there. So this is not an old abandoned mill. Tom was telling me that this is where they make the paper that all of our currency is printed on, and they've been making it for forever.